Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to yet another episode of Plan B Success. Today's topic is called I Have a Stupid Question. Yes, that's the name of the topic, and that's what I'm going to discuss today. So, let me give you a couple of different scenarios, and you tell me what you think of it. Scenario number one: you're in the conference room attending an office meeting. There's a pretty animated discussion in progress about some of the ongoing projects, and a lot of people are sitting around and listening attentively, you being one of them. Part of the stuff that's being discussed just made it over your head. You want to ask a question, but restrain yourself while evaluating if it would make you look stupid or ignorant if you raised your hand and asked that question. Here's another one. You're participating in a discussion and have something to say that would add value to the conversation. That's what you think. You think you have something to say that would add value to the conversation and perhaps throw some new light on it. And you start playing it in your head before you react. The discussion, meanwhile, has moved on, or someone else has an opinion that they're expressing. Now you have second thoughts about your input for two reasons. One, you're still playing it in your head if you should raise your hand and give your input. The second thing is that it's moved on and somebody else is expressing their opinion, and that's why you're hesitant. Now you have second thoughts about your input, and as a result, you decide to leave it at that and let the conversation continue without you putting forth your idea. And here's the third scenario. You're participating in a conference call. There's a lot of people sitting around across the table participating on the call, you being one of them. There are superiors, there are peers, and there are other people from other departments. Now, something one of the executives said is not completely true, and you know that. You believe that the executive is misinformed. You know the facts and can back them up, but are contemplating whether to interject or not. You're hesitant because there's a lot of people around in the room. You're hesitant because the mistake's been made by an executive, but you have the actual facts and you can back it up, but you're still hesitant. Well, if the person in any of the above three scenarios that I just discussed is you have just pushed yourself into oblivion yet again. You have unknowingly lost an opportunity to rise to the occasion and further moved into a more obscure existence in the corporate world. I'm sorry to say that, but that's the honest truth. So, my dear friend, a majority of us have to work for a living. That's the universal truth, and we all know that. Then why not choose the work of your liking and further perform it to its justifiable purpose and your satisfaction? Why not make it provide the best of opportunities for you while you enjoy the journey and leverage the relationships you make along the way? It's in your best interest to do that. Why be another fly on the wall? When you have the information, when you can back it up, when you believe what you stand for, speak up. Don't let another moment go by without speaking up. Don't worry about the end results. Don't worry about the repercussions. Just state your facts. A lot of this ifs and buts is actually in your head and may not even come to fruition at all. So why overanalyze in your head without acting on it? The most important person to please in this endeavor is you. The one who can make a difference in paving your professional path is you. And the one who can play a role in your success or not is again you. So when everything rests with you, why not act on it? So in your own interest, never hesitate for a moment in what you believe is right. If you have input in a conversation, go ahead and share. If you hear something that you do not believe matches up to facts that you can vouch for, voice your opinion. If you haven't followed a dialogue and have a question, no matter how silly it may be, ask. Remember, when in ignorance, nothing is ever silly or stupid. You just did not know. Confidence is a key player in the office arena. Not only in the office arena, but even in your personal arena. Not just confidence in relating what you know, but questioning what you don't know or do not agree with. That's equally important. The people you relate to are just the same as you. As long as you're respectful of your surroundings and the people that you work with, everything is fair game and is welcome. Frequent active communication and interaction are key, even in today's high-tech world. That's why, my dear friend, make sure that you do not second-guess yourself. Make sure that when in doubt, you ask the question. Make sure that you build on your confidence and never spend time overanalyzing or doubting your own abilities. It's for the world to take notice of your abilities. Let them be the judge of that and let them come back and tell you what they think of it. Don't just keep playing it in your own head and not take that next step or that further action. It's not hurting anybody else but you in the most profound of ways, which could be easily avoided if you just build up your confidence to speak up, speak loud, and especially when you have facts to back up what you have to say, don't worry about it. On the other end, the stupid or silly things, that's in your head. If you believe that what you might say might sound stupid, let it be. If you believe that what you're asking is going to be considered silly, let it be. Doesn't matter. You just did not know. And if you don't know, doesn't matter if others think it's silly or not. For you, it's not silly. And that's what counts. So step up and make sure that you play your game right and everything else will fall into place. Let me talk about another angle to this as well. One angle that we have taken here is spoken from your point of view. But let me take the organization's point of view and talk about this as well. Think about it. You are not speaking up or you are self-doubting yourself, and there could be multiple reasons for that. One of them being you're holding on to a job and you don't want to look stupid, you don't want to sound stupid, and you want to save your job too. But at the same time, from an organizational standpoint, if you don't speak up, if you don't step up, then you are not just helping not yourself, but even the organization. Because the organization hired you for your skill set, for your acumen, for your intellectual abilities, for so many things that are unique to you. And it benefits the organization when you do what you're supposed to do. But if you fear repercussions, or if you fear other things that are in your head, then you're not doing a disservice just to yourself, but you're doing a disservice to the organization. And that's how you need to look at this. So by stepping up, by speaking up, by asking those questions, what you're doing is not just helping yourself, but you're also helping the organization. So you have to look at it from this bi-directional point of view. Just like you're dependent on the organization in order to hold on to a job, the organization is also dependent on you for your skill set, for your acumen, for your intellectual abilities. That's what brought you in here in the first place. And it's your job to do it for the organization, to do it for your team, and to do it for yourself. So by being yourself, by making sure that you're exercising all your faculties in your job, you're not just benefiting yourself, but you're benefiting the team that you work for, the team that you work with, the other colleagues that you work with, and the organization at large. That's a win-win situation. That's the situation that you would want to be in terms of making progress, both on your professional as well as personal front, at the same time making sure that your organization is moving forward as well. It's a trust relationship between the organization and you as an employee, and it's your job to safeguard that and defend that as you make progress. So by not doing what you're supposed to do, if you're thinking that you're not benefiting yourself, you're wrong. You're not benefiting yourself, yes, but you're also not benefiting the organization. So it's in your best interest to step up, build that confidence, do your job right, and make progress within your organization or wherever your professional journey might take you. So my friend, that's the advice for today. Make sure you take it to heart and make it happen. Hope you like what you hear. If you do like what you hear, do subscribe, leave a review on iTunes, and do comment. I'd like to hear what kind of topics you'd like me to cover, and we'll be more than happy to do so. Thank you.